have 24 hours in a day. 8 of those we sleep, 8 of those we work. What are we going to do with the rest of those hours? I manage to work, go to school, public speaking, play basketball, play video games, make music, and a lot more. Here are my simple tips for effective time management. Tip number 1, make a to-do list. It's almost like having a personal assistant that you don't have to pay for. But rather than just writing down your to-dos in a boring way, a monotonous way, try to flip it. So for example, if it's washing the dishes, don't say wash the dishes, say beat down those dishes or beat the brakes off those dishes. Tip number 2, prioritize your tasks. Prioritizing your tasks is kind of like a game of Tetris or Woody or puzzle block. What you want to do is fit the important pieces first so they don't get in the way later. And typically, the more important tasks are usually the ones that take longer to take or probably have a deadline. Tip number 3, you want to create a schedule. When it comes to work, when it comes to school, we know what time we're supposed to be there. We know what time we can take our breaks, and we know what time we can leave. We have to do that same thing in our personal lives. So you have to be your own professor. You have to be your own boss. Shout out to Mike Robb, be your own boss. But essentially what this does is limit the excuse, I don't have time for X, Y, and Z. When you create a schedule, you can visualize and see where you're going to allot the time for that said task. And don't just schedule the task or the activity. Also schedule your breaks. Keep that in mind. Very important. You got to schedule your breaks as well. And lastly, eliminate distractions. Now, distractions can be an enemy to time management, the kryptonite to Superman. So with that said, if you have to, turn off your notifications. If you have to, turn your phone on silent. If you have to, tell your roommate to turn down the music and stop twerking while you trying to read. You know what I mean? Or you could put on some noise cancellation headphones and that's it, problem solved. So to recap, we had make a to-do list, prioritize your tasks, create a schedule, and eliminate distractions. So with that said, if you found anything in this video useful, please consider liking and subscribing because I don't want you to miss out on future content. And also it helps with the algorithm to get out to more people who are interested in these types of videos. So with that said, I want to thank you for being here because you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. And I always appreciate that. So until next time, peace.